What's up, everybody? Now, let's address a fallacy that has been peddled for way too long, that this whole idea of women forgiving cheating. Oh, no, 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 no. They don't. They don't. Some do, but for the most part, most of them don't. They will give you the illusion of having forgiven you, but they really don't. What ends up happening, and I know for the men who have been on the receiving end of this can attest to that, is a woman will say she has forgiven you, say you've gotten past it, but either she's gonna go revenge in secret. She knows that you cheated, so now she has ammo to use for the next time she does a mistake. And usually she's gonna make a mistake that is worthwhile, a mistake that is of the magnitude to the one that you've committed and she has forgiven, which means she's gonna go out there, cheat, and if you find out, she has the grounds to be disrespectful about it because what the hell? I forgave you the last time you cheated. Why is it a problem when I do it? And the bad part of it is you will want to be angry. In fact, you will be angry, but deep in your mind and deep in your heart, you know she's right. And in a sense, if you're a weak man, you will translate that as to her having the moral high ground and you will want to forgive her. So this is why I always advise, once you're found cheating, if it's a relationship that doesn't have that high stakes, in fact, even if it's a relationship that has very high stakes, always be on the lookout or be the one to provide the option of breaking up because it's always going to come back to bite you. Now, if she is not the cheating type, if she's not going to pay back in a manner that is of equal magnitude, then what she's going to do is something equally worse. She's always going to hold that against you, and it's always going to be used as leverage in every single conversation. It's always going to be something that she's bringing back to control, manipulate. Yeah? And that's why you find men living in these marriages where they are very unhappy. Because if he cheated once in the past or did a certain mistake that is of a similar magnitude and the woman forgave, every time the woman wants something and the man says no, it's like, oh, are you doing this for your other girlfriends like the one you cheat on me with, blah, 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 stuff like that. And the unfortunate thing about it is women are very crafty with words. They know how to piece it together in such a manner that it's going to elicit an emotional response from you. They know how to package it in such a manner that it's going to sting. It's going to strike a nerve. And it's going to strike a nerve in a manner that she has packaged it, knowing that it's going to strike a nerve and that you will know you can do nothing about it because guess what? She forgave your cheating. She forgave your cheating. So this is a conundrum that most married men who have cheated before or done these mistakes that are of this big of a magnitude before find themselves in. And that is the unfortunate reality that now dictates their life. They are either puppets to their wife because the wife has leverage, or at the mercies of whatever the wife will decide at one point in future is a worthy payback to that behavior. So, anytime you're found cheating as a man, I always advise take it upon yourself to end the relationship. And in fact, I would argue that if you know you're the cheating type, if you know you can't resist cheating, always have contingencies before the fact. Be prepared for a situation where your wife will find out and protect yourself from whatever might follow. It's really that simple. But then again, that does not protect you from that type of woman. This is a woman who's going to discover that you're cheating in secret and then plot everything. Her big payback, her big revenge in secret. These are the types that would go to the extent of poisoning you, to the extent of doing something that is of such extreme measure. And once you're confronting them with why did you do it, they hit you with the receipts of you cheating, and at that point you're going to be very powerless because you really have no rebuttal for the action they did, because in your mind You know the rationale of what is happening to you is you deserve it. And that's a very unfortunate situation. It's a very pathetic situation for a man to be in, being at the mercy of the bad acts of your woman because you also did something bad in the past. So that would be my advice to you all.